Now I'd like to bring on a gentleman who is responsible for so much of the success that we've experienced in the last few years. Would you welcome the president of the University of North Alabama, Dr. Kenneth.
Good evening, everyone. You guys look great. I'm joined tonight by my wife, Dina, and together it is our pleasure to welcome you to our annual Spring President's Concert. Now, because of the pandemic, it's been some 3 years since the UNA band program has been able to host this particular concert. And I know that we're all thrilled to be returning to a more normal routine and to be able to enjoy such wonderful music from these talented students, all taking place under the direction of Dr. Lloyd Jones with the assistance of Dr. Gray and Dr. Wiggins. Please join me in giving all of them a hand. The University of North Alabama band program began in 1949, and countless student musicians have performed as members of this organization, and it has a tradition of excellence and a reputation at the local, state, and national levels. I would like to introduce you now to one of those members who has gone on to a highly successful career as a music educator. Miss Rita Buckley is a native of Waynesboro, Tennessee. Rita attended UNA in the early 1980s, and as a music education student, she was a member of the UNA band program, which was led at the time by Dr. Ed Jones. Rita became the drum major and served for 2 years in that leadership role. Upon graduation, Rita Buckley became a music educator herself, serving in Tennessee, Alabama, Maryland, and most recently in Mississippi. Rita also served as the national president of Tau Beta Sigma, an international service organization for university bands. Ms. Buckley is currently a member of the UNA Alumni Association Board at Large, and she's traveled from the Mississippi coast to be with us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to invite to the stage Ms. Rita Buckley.
Thank you, Dr. Kitts, for those warm words of welcome. It's always great to come home to this beautiful campus. I loved my time at the University of North Alabama and was fortunate to be a student of Dr. Jimmy Simpson, the UNA faculty, and a member of the pride and drum major under Dr. Ed Jones. For those of you that are attending tonight as honor band students, please know that you cannot choose a finer school than the University of North Alabama, nor a finer band program. As past national president with Tau Beta Sigma, which is the national band organization, I was fortunate to spend many hours on other college campuses and around many college bands. Trust me, the University of North Alabama is exceptional in every way. Now let's talk about how the UNA band program developed into what it is today, and about the man that we are honoring tonight, the late Dr. Ed Jones. When Dr. Jimmy Simpson was music department chair, he had a vision of what he wanted the music department to become and how he wanted the band program to develop. He knew exactly the person for the band director position. So in 1978, Dr. Ed Jones joined the faculty as the new director of bands. These two men, Dr. Simpson and Dr. Jones, worked well together as colleagues, and the department and the band program grew. As a side note, both Dr. Jones and Dr. Simpson were original members of the Shoals Big Band, which consistently raised funds for numerous organizations in the Shoals area, including benefit concerts for the UNA band program. They also played dance jobs and gigs together throughout the region and performed with the famed Swing and Sway with Sammy Kaye. Now a little bit about Dr. Ed Jones. Dr. Jones was born in 1937 in Montgomery, Alabama, but he grew up in Eclectic, Alabama. He was a member of the Elmore County Band, which was comprised of Eclectic and Wetumpka high schools. This was the first band in Alabama to perform at the prestigious Midwest International Band Clinic in Chicago, Illinois. Many of you band directors know what I'm talking about. You know how difficult it is to be accepted to be able to play there. He studied at the University of Alabama and the University of Southern Mississippi. He taught at all levels, K through 12, and in the 1960s he developed what is now known across the nation as the Studio Jazz Band. I always loved stepping onto the field or on the concert stage as a UNA band member. You knew that under the direction of Dr. Jones, you were well prepared. His goal was that the UNA band would be beyond category, that it would stand alone as an exemplary band program. He instilled in each and every one of the students that this would be our feeling. Under Dr. Jones, you were not only prepared for your future job, but you were prepared for life's challenges. Some of his famous sayings were, "Don't let the elements get you down," and "We didn't come here just to eat." Trust me. It is estimated that over 100 band directors came out of the UNA band program while Dr. Jones was band director. This is when the program became known as the Band Director Factory. I'd like to add that Dr. Johnny Long, the late Troy State band director, brought it to my attention once that UNA was doing a fine job of graduating a large number of female band directors during the 80s and 90s, and that's currently true today. I still find that true today, of course, but UNA has always been a leader in the education of women. And as a matter of fact, many of you may know that this year UNA has stated, and the motto this year has been, the Year of the Woman. And I'm so proud of that about UNA, and it's been generational in my family too. They've educated a lot of women here at this university. It's something I'm very proud of. Ed Jones students have always received the highest accolades in music education. The tradition continues to this day with the band being led by Dr. Lloyd Jones. They have served as district officers and state officers, and like myself, even national officers. In my national travels, I can tell you that the traditions that Dr. Ed Jones began and that Dr. Lloyd Jones has continued has given us a national reputation among the college band world that we should all be proud of. The current UNA band has been cited by the College Band Director National Association as a model collegiate marching band program, which sets the example for other college programs. And just take a look at the website collegemarchingband.com. The UNA band has been highlighted probably more times than any other college band in the country, and as a matter of fact, it's been accused of that. People will say, "You keep posting UNA's band more than anybody else." Well, of course they have. We're the best. The UNA band has grown to 240 members and performs regularly at regional and national events, including 4 appearances at Bands of America Grand National Championships in Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. I know that Dr. Jones was so proud to watch this program continue to grow when he officially retired in 1999, that he continued to teach part-time for another 18 years as a private trumpet teacher and covering some lecture classes. He enjoyed watching a new generation of students and enjoyed watching the band modernize and change, but always held true to the traditions of exceeding all expectations and standards and reaching one's potential. He always said, "Potential just means you haven't done anything yet." We lost Dr. Ed Jones to the world in early June of 2020. Even though the world was experiencing COVID, he didn't succumb to that virus. As his son says, he was just too ornery for that. And like Dr. Ed Jones would say, "I'm just worn out." When word of his passing got out, many of his former students, colleagues, and bandmates attended the service along with family and friends. A trumpet ensemble of 48 members played music. People recounted stories from rehearsals and performances. Some recalled when they were called lackadaisical during a rehearsal, or a mamby-pamby, or a prima donna if you weren't working as hard as he preferred. Or if you were moving too slowly, he would tell you, "This ain't no beauty walk. It's band practice." And of course, if you couldn't cut the mustard, you were told, "Just go home to Mama." It was a wonderful gathering to honor a mentor and a leader. Now, as of tonight, we get to honor the legacy of Dr. Ed Jones with the funds that many of you helped raise following his passing. Because of your generosity, the University of North Alabama Band Room will, from this day forward, be known as the Dr. Ed Jones Band Room. We will have a special reception in honor of this special event in the newly named Band Hall tonight, so please join us. Let's not stop with our success in making this happen. Tonight, we are announcing the formation of the 1949 Society. This is the year that the band first had a band program. This will be a group of alumni band members and friends of the UNA band. Many of us have already joined. You are asked to give $19.49 each month. You, of course, can give whatever amount you like. What you give is up to you. Make our presence known by supporting the UNA bands. And please join us in giving to this wonderful band program. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the evening. And I appreciate everybody so much, and I love the University of North Alabama, and I love the UNA band programs. Thank you so much.